Hello mga motorista! Welcome na naman sa isang Motorista Adventures na video. For this episode, let's talk about the Toyota Hilux. No? Medyo mas marami na tayong alam ngayon. It's been a while. It's been weeks na since ni-launch to. So yung hype, no? Medyo bumaba na yung hype dito sa ating Hilux. Although we're still anticipating it, yung launch nito dito sa Pilipinas. No word yet from Toyota still. So today, we'll talk about yung mga competitors ni Toyota Hilux, kung ano ba yung mas better ba si Toyota Hilux than the Ranger, the current Navara na ni-launch nila. And I'd like to talk to you guys about sa Navara din, kung ano yung ni-launch ni Nissan. And also, compare din natin to sa Mitsubishi Triton, which is actually same lang sila dun sa ating Navara. Right, so let's talk about the Toyota Hilux now. We've all seen yung ating design itong Toyota Hilux. It really looks nice. I still cannot get that side vent na meron siya under the headlights. Wala talaga siyang function other than design. I think they could have put the fog light there, in my opinion. Medyo mataas pa kasi siya, mga motorista. You can put, I think, lots of things there, no? Maybe the sensors. I do think the sensors nakalagay siya mismo sa colored part ng bumper ng ating Toyota Hilux. And also yung ating fog lights is way down below dito sa ating bumper. Now, the face has been lifted quite a lot, mga motorista, dito sa ating Hilux. More modern looking. And yung kanyang front fascia, I'm not so sure about if I like the design sa kanyang front fascia. It kind of gives me that Toyota Corolla Cross vibes dito sa kanyang grille. Now, on the side, for the top of the line model, no, at least for the top of the line model, meron siya mga plastic body cladding, which looks quite nice and good. Once you see the cab, mga motorista, no, it is the same cab as before. So, expect the space inside to be as tight as before, mga motorista. That for this picture that I'm looking at now, it is a bright orange color Toyota Hilux. I think this is the Travo top of the line model. It has 18-inch alloy wheels. So the thing that's new here, no, is front and rear disc brakes na siya, at least for the Thai model. Ever since na nilaunch tong Hilux, no, hindi talaga nila in-upgrade yung brakes dito sa rear part until now. Now, when it comes to the engine of the Toyota Hilux, you still get the same 2.8 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged common rail diesel engine. Proven and tested, however, they made some changes pala, mga motorista, dito sa ating engine. Although power figures is the same, 200 PS around that, and 500 Newton meters of torque. But they improved some of the things to make it efficient. Yung engine natin, removing the steering pump, so less drag na yan sa ating engine. And also yung ating turbocharger, updated turbocharger, iba na yung placement niya, at least for the Thai model. And then medyo na siya, no, for stricter emissions is pasado na siya, especially sa Thai model, mga motorista. Meron na siyang DPF, mga motorista, na naka built-in na dito sa ating side ng exhaust mismo. So I don't think I've seen that on the current Toyota Hilux that we have right now. And aside from that, mga motorista, everything else on the engine is the same, right? But greater efficiency. I hope na yung dadalhin ni Toyota, at least for the top spec model, is the 48-volt mild hybrid na, mga motorista. Kasi for its price in Thailand, at least, no, if you convert it to Philippine peso, it's around the 1.4 it's around the 2.4 and 2.5 million mark. So it's very expensive already, mga motorista, yung ating Hilux. Wala na siyang exemption. So you'll be paying almost, if not the same price as you go for the Toyota Fortuner when this comes out. Now, granted, yung Toyota Fortuner natin, wala pa naman dito. I think they will update that in 2027. So, your choice, mga motorista, kung gusto mo pa rin yung SUV ngayon ng Toyota, or you'll wait for the updated? Of course, you'll wait for the updated, but expect that would be around the 2.7 mark na mga motorista. Ganun na talaga yung presyohan ngayon sa mga bagong sasakyan, especially for the pickup trucks. Now, sa ano naman, dito naman sa loob ng ating Toyota Hilux, again, since this is the heavy updated model, again, bago na yung dashboard, updated dashboard, full screen na yung ating TFT cluster, yung ating head unit din is a widescreen na siya. So it looks nice, but again, if you want better space, mga motorista, better go for the other competitors nito, because I think dito talaga yung problema ng Hilux, since this is the same body as before. They cannot do anything with the space inside. Now, I really like the new interior design. It looks quite nice. Gusto ko yung dashboard. It is para siyang modern pero rugged looking pa rin, no? And at the back, meron siyang aircon vents. Type-C ports are here. So, wala tayong Type-A. Thank God. No, they're actually moving to Type-A na. So, since this is the most recent model launch, so expect natin yung technology din niya. Yung technology din nitong Toyota Hilux is far better than what we've seen on the competition. We're here in this era of all-screen na mga motorista, and we know how reliable are these screens, like our phones, very reliable. Hindi na tayo takot na, baka 2 years lang masisira yung screen. But there will be some models na magkakaproblema, pero I think in general, very reliable na yung mga touchscreen systems ngayon. And again, tested naman to ng mga manufacturers, no? Especially Toyota. The rear portion, I like the rear part of the Hilux. I think it looks rugged and unique in its design. And integrated din yung reverse camera niya sa ating tailgate. Now, when it comes to the suspension setup dito sa likod, deep spring pa din. But again, it seems that a lot of reviewers are giving praise to this Hilux for its ride quality already. Very different, and another welcome change that they say is the electric power steering. It's light, and then again, it gives us more safety features, no? Lane keeping assist, 'di ba? Meron na dito sa ating Toyota Hilux. Hopefully, dadalhin yan lahat ni Toyota, yung technology na nasa Thailand dito sa atin, kasi usually may natatanggal here and there. Hopefully dalhin yan ni Toyota lahat, no? So again, ride quality has been improved. Now, gustong ba usapan yung competitors nito, mga motorista, no? So we actually have competitors like the Ford Ranger, currently technologically advanced for the segment. And then meron din tayong mga twins, no, like the Nissan Navara and Mitsubishi Triton. And meron din tayong Isuzu D-Max and the Mazda BT50. So yung apat na minention ko, they have a shared platform, shared engine. However, I do think mas better yung implementation ni Mazda copying Isuzu na platform, because they have a unique dashboard. They actually made some effort to change the dashboard, mga motorista, to change the face of the original Isuzu D-Max na looks to the BT50. I think it's quite unique. So, hindi mo siya akalain na talaga na it is on the same platform as the D-Max and the same cab. Now, dito naman tayo sa Mitsubishi Triton and the recently released Nissan Navara, na sobrang talagang halos you can really see kung saan nila saan lang yung changes, no? So I think Nissan, grabe, wala na talaga silang unique na model lineup because of their alliance with Mitsubishi. I think they're just getting Mitsubishi development putting it on with a different skin, parehas lang talaga siya mga motorista, no? Not a lot of good praise dito sa kanilang recent update, and I think no, nawala na yung identity ni Nissan when it comes to giving a better value in the pickup truck market because of this new Navara, no? So the previous Navara was good because it did some things na hindi siya norm sa pickup truck market, like putting on multi-link suspension sa likod, and also the unique design, no? So I think a lot of Filipinos, no, nagustuhan talaga yung design na yon, and to think they've reverted to just being a shared platform with another brand, again, albeit silang dalawa, no, meron silang alliance, nakakawalang gana na wala nang uniqueness sa kanilang dalawa aside from a different headlight, onting changes dito, onting changes dyan, but overall, if you look at it, face value, it's just a Mitsubishi Triton. Pati yung makina, nilagyan nila ng Nissan technology, or blah 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 yung mga names, but at the end of the day, it's still the same engine as the Mitsubishi. These pickup trucks mga motorista are quite expensive now. Wala na tayong parang like under a million. Meron siguro pero almost hovering on that 2 million mark na talaga silang lahat, no, even for the lower trims dito sa ating trucks. Nakita ko din yung yung release nitong Nissan Navara, and I'm quite disappointed on where they went with this new model. To think na they were innovating before. Although, not of their innovation was a success, pero I think they are unique in the segment. In-undercut nila yung mga presyo nitong mga major players in the pickup truck market. And now, since twins na sila, I'd rather prefer the Mitsubishi Triton because that is developed mismo by Mitsubishi rather than developed by the Nissan company itself, no? So that's my 2 cents mga motorista. What do you think? No, anong opinion nyo dito? Let me know down sa ating comments, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. Once again, this is Adrian, Motorista Adventures, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.